But that isn't how I feel. Like everyone else, I read The Female Eunuch in sixth form and didn't shave my armpits for 3 weeks, but I just know emancipation isn't meant to be like this. A typical case is Gareth, with whom I split up last week. Gareth is lovely. Nice smile, good heart, decent job. Lovely. And, as usual, it all started well, with pleasant evenings over a bottle of Chianti in Penny Lane Wine Bar, near where I live in Liverpool, and lazy Sunday afternoons at the cinema. But we'd barely been together 4 weeks. He was suggesting a 3-night caravanning holiday with his mum and dad in North Wales, when I knew that it was just too late. I had ceased to think about the cute little dimple in his chin, and couldn't stop thinking about the dirt under his toenails, and the fact that the most intellectual thing on his bookshelf was a copy of Auto Trader. And, oh well, I won't go on. Suffice to say, I'm aware that nothing he did or said was all that terrible, and certainly it doesn't compare with what some women have to put up with. Yet, while I kept telling myself there were worse things a man could do than think that George Eliot was that bloke from Minder, I knew deep down he wasn't for me. Which is fine, except they never seemed to be for me. Anyway, after a gap of 22 years, I've now got 3 weddings lined up in 1 year, and I'm a bridesmaid at every one of them. Although if today's dramatics are anything to go by, I'm not sure my nerves are up to it. "Shoes!" Grace declares as she stomps around the bedroom, flinging items out of the way. I look at the clock. 31 minutes to go. Grace is now pacing around like a teenager waiting for the results of a pregnancy test. She picks up her lip brush and hesitates. "Maybe I should get my dress on now," she says. "No, wait, I need my stockings. Oh, hang on, should I touch up my hair with the tongs first? What do you think?" What do I know? Stockings? I offer. "You're right, yes, stockings. Christ, where are they?" Chapter 2. I would like to say it's just the wedding that has prompted today's pandemonium, but this scene is a microcosm of Grace's life over the last 5 years. During that time, her stress levels have been not just through the ceiling, they've been through 3 floors, a well-insulated loft, and a roof as well. The onset of this hysteria coincided with her return to full-time work after her daughter Polly was born 4 years ago. It graduated to a terminal case when baby number 2, Scarlett, which is the colour of Grace's face at the moment, came along last November. The contents of Grace's bag are chucked onto the floor one by one before she eventually locates her stockings. "I really must be careful with these," she says. Sitting on the edge of the bed, she tears open the packet, removes one, and puts her toe into the foot of it with all the delicacy of a bricklayer pulling on a pair of Doc Martens. Predictably, her foot goes straight through the end of it with a rip that makes my hair stand on end. "Oh, she begins, but as 4-year-old Polly walks in from the bathroom, she just about stops herself from saying something she'd regret. God, she goes on. "They were my only pair, and they cost 18 quid. "What?" I am incredulous. For 18 quid, they shouldn't just be toe-proof, they should be able to withstand a nuclear explosion. 26 minutes left. I may be a novice, but I know enough to be aware that we should have made more progress than this. The whole place is starting to take on the air of an episode of ER. "Look," I say, "what can I do to help?" Polly's hair," Grace shouts, sprinting into the bathroom in search of her necklace. "Come on, Poll," I say brightly. But the prospect of smearing molten brown moisturiser into the carpet seems more appealing to Polly. "Come on, sweetheart," I repeat, trying to sound firm and friendly as opposed to desperate. "We really need to do your hair. Really." There is barely a flicker of recognition as she starts on the Narrator hand wash. "Right, who wants to look like a model?" I ask, searching for something, anything that might persuade her to oblige. "Me!" she exclaims, jumping up. "I want to be a model when I grow up." I can barely believe my luck. Last week she wanted to be a marine biologist. I tie Polly's soft blonde curls into 2 bunches, add a variety of sparkly clips, and look at the clock. 23.